some vegetables for his egg rolls that he's gonna make today to go with the fried rice from yesterday. So you guys just um keep watching.
Okay, so here we have all the ingredients here for it is celery, bell peppers, onion. We have cheese, we have ham, and we have some fried rice we already made. You don't need to use all these ingredients. The thing about egg rolls is that they are very, very customizable. You can do practically anything with them. You can make anything out of them. So make sure you remember that you don't gotta do it a specific order. It's just how you start it off and how you make it. So oh yeah, in terms of the spices we use what was it? Use ginger and garlic. Since our rice already had, seasoning on it, we just put our ginger and stuff on it. Just ginger and garlic on it just to give it a little bit more spice and everything. You don't want to be too spicy because the main thing you're gonna put on, because like I said, egg rolls are customizable. You can put whatever sauce you want afterwards. Even if you don't put a whole lot of spices in it, you probably might use something like soy sauce or dip. That's what we do. That's what we use. Obviously, we use soy sauce on in our egg rolls. So that's what we normally use. But what you use is completely up to you, obviously. So as you see here, I'm putting the vegetables here. I'm putting all the cheese and stuff on here. We had already had some egg rolls actually cooking, and we taste tested them and everything. Oh my god, they were so good. All I got to say, they were very good. I'm probably gonna say this again in the video, guys. This is a voiceover, but yeah, they're really good. They're really good. Um, Next, I think I'm putting in the ham. Now, for the ham, you just if you're putting ham in this, make sure you cut it up or chop it up into little pieces, because you don't want the you know how you're eating a pizza, right? And the pepperoni kind of pulls off the cheese or something. It's kind of like that, but with egg rolls, you don't want the ham to pull off out or pull out all the ingredients in it. So you want to make sure the ham is chopped up small, ripped up small. Make sure remember that if you want to make it like this. All right. You see here. Yeah, put the ham on both of them. I'm making two actually for we made two. Me and my mom made two for ourselves. I think one of them is going to my dad. I only ate one because I ate before I made this video. Actually, I just making this more just show people how to make egg rolls from scratch, because stuff is really easy. Let me be honest with you, it is extremely easy. You don't have to worry about doing anything special. You can find all this at the store, honestly. Like I found most of this stuff at big name stores. So, you can just find it there, or you can also find it at a dollar store or something. It's really you can find this anywhere basically, and it's really simple to make. Next, I put in the rice. Make sure if you're putting rice in this, or if you want to, if you already have fried rice and you just want to sit in there, just make sure you just spread it around in there. Don't put it in like one spot, and make sure you're not overpopulating your egg roll with a whole lot of spices. If the tortilla shell isn't big enough for it, because obviously these are homemade. This isn't a regular phyllo dough. Make sure it's just not completely filled to the absolute brim with it, and make sure you can actually fold it up. That's gonna be shown later on in the video. But yeah, as you can see here, I put all my fried rice and everything in there. Um, and yeah, this stuff. Honestly, looking back at this, oh my god, it even looks good when you're just making it and stuff. And yeah, um, all right. So I'm putting the rice and everything in there. I think after this, I just put the spices in, and that's it. And let's move on to the next part. So now make sure, one thing I almost completely forgot to tell y'all. Make sure whenever you start off doing these, you put water around the edges. This, especially if you're doing this with flour tortillas, this will make the edges stick. Whenever you fold in the tortillas, you just make sure you use two fingers, because you're gonna get the most water on your hands and stuff. And you can just spread that all around here. Do about like maybe one or two times, or go around. I'm probably just gonna do this once, because I'm gonna have to do this again, whenever I'm sticking the edges as well. You're gonna probably be using a lot of water when you're doing this, and make sure the water is a little warm too. All right, push this around here. All right. Last but not least, make sure you put your seasoning on here. Don't put too much if you already have seasoning on any of your other ingredients on here. All we have on here is rice, the vegetables, and the cheese. The rice already has a lot of seasoning on it, so I ain't gonna put that much seasoning on here. The ginger gives it a nice little hot flavor, gives it a little bit of spice, and the garlic just balances out the flavors and such. It's real good. Here, you put some that. Okay. Now, last but not least, is gonna be the hardest part. Is folding this. Now, what you want to do first, you want to fold. You want to make sure to push the food up a little bit. Fold this part in, and then wet the edges. Wet the seams. Wet the seams down, and make sure they stick. Just keep wetting them down until they kind of stick a little bit, and hold hit that part down. Go to the other edge, wet it down. Okay. You can press down on it a little bit just so it can stick. Then you want to fold one side on over. Make sure you hold on to that other side because it's gonna come up. Then I'm gonna go over again. Do this seam right here. Wet it down, press it down. Then you're gonna fold. You're gonna tuck. You're gonna just fold this over. Wet it down a little bit. Because you don't gotta wet this part down too much because we're gonna fold this over. Now make sure this is the next part, and it's gonna kind of be the hard part. Just push this in, push all the food in under over the other side, on the other side. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll, or actually, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. Make sure wet this edge too. Please don't forget. Please don't forget to wet your edges. Even if it don't seem like the edge is gonna be that important, make sure you wet your edges because they're gonna come up properly. Make sure now roll this. I'm not the best at this, but my mama just told me this today actually. I'm gonna become a natural at this. How about that? All right. Now, then you're gonna take the other side. Gonna fold it over. And then you're gonna wet these edges. Now I ain't fold this the best, but I'm pretty sure any person here can do it better than me. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, and I owe it all to my mom. She helped me out with this. So once you wet this down, go on ahead. Make sure this is nice and tight. And then you're gonna go on ahead and sit this in the grease. My first time doing this. Make sure the edge that you folded over is sitting in the grease. The edge that's folded over is gonna crisp and it's gonna sit down. It's gonna lay down. Now I'm gonna go on ahead and do this other one. Now we got the egg rolls up in here. They're cooking and everything. Make sure see this kind of coming apart. I didn't do it the best, but it's still like I said, it's gonna make this kind of stay in place. It ain't gonna come apart. Making sure that you get everything crisp and everything, gonna make it stay apart anyway, so you don't gotta worry about all the food falling out, even if it kind of looks like it's kind of trying to fall apart. I just put these two in actually. I just got them folding this one. We tried the other two we made already. That stuff, oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna show you how it looks when we cut it open after we're done with these. I want to just have some fresh ones to work with. So make sure when it gets around on one side, just flip it on over. Make sure it get completely brown, because that's when you know it's crisp and it's gonna stay in place. So even if it kind of comes apart, it's still fine. That's the main thing with this, because it's not like this stuff is gonna it's not like the stuff's gonna always stay together and everything. You don't want to be too soft when you flip it over. So make sure with these that you let them crisp and everything before flipping them over and cooking on one side. And on our stove, we cook this around around the 4 setting. That could probably be probably like midway for some for other people on their own stoves. That's basically where we cook it at. So once these are done, we're gonna get back to y'all and show them how they look when they completely done. Right now we're gonna go ahead and test these little egg rolls here. I'm gonna just cut them down. Oh my god. Break apart. Mmm. I taste the ginger, the garlic. I can taste the celery, and everything. I taste the ham more. That ham is so good. It's so good. This is good here. You can do this at home. This stuff is easy to make. It's crazy. You can go to the store, get you a bag of tortilla shells. Sorry. Get your fruits and vegetables, and this stuff probably gonna cost under about $20. So good. Woo. Oh my god, it's so good. Well, that's it for this video, y'all. Hope this taught y'all how to make. I hope this taught y'all something, how to make some egg rolls from scratch. Like I said, let's just keep saying it. Real easy, not hard at all. And that's it for this video, y'all. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful and blessed day.